Ixi, welcome to Ballers TV. This is a place where ballers meet to discuss the beautiful game. Orlando Pirates to meet Amazulu next, fighting for that top spot of the Betway Premiership, fighting against Mamelodi Sundowns. And to fully discuss this game, I have a brother of mine, a true baller. Say boy,
Let's.
this is Jack.
Oh, it's there. Let's
Yeah,
there.
yeah. So the purpose of this video is to discuss Orlando Pirates versus Amazulu, right?
Sure,
But
sure.
considering the fact that we didn't discuss Orlando Pirates
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
Supersport
yeah,
United,
sure.
we might as well just start there, right?
Oh.
So this is a game that you obviously watched. Orlando Pirates won it 2-0 against Supersport.
Sure.
What do you think of the game?
No, Joe. Orlando Pirates came back with anger vele from the black label.
From my guesses.
Yeah, from Magesis, you get me. So it was a thing. It was a must win, and I give them credit to that. That thing it didn't really affect them
to that extent.
To losing points in the league and everything, because if you lose points in the league, Mamelodi Sundowns is gaining, and you can't catch them if you're dropping.
But they come back and they have Tito now, right? Tito is back. Maybe they kept him in that game because he was just coming back from the national team,
sure.
Right?
I was to rest him.
Yeah. So now they put him there. They put Makaula in there again, and then they put Mahopa, and Mahopa scores in the first 3 minutes.
Sure.
Right? The goal, just the goal itself. How did you say?
No, Joe, goal, it was a brilliant goal. Mahopa as a finisher, he's a good finisher. You've seen that at the AFCON. He beat a keeper like Bunu from Morocco. That. Yeah, so that boy, the goal was brilliant. Even the build-up play and everything was brilliant.
That play was not really that bad.
Yeah, but then
one, two,
it was
three.
just, you give me, they made I think it was how many passes? It was 7 passes from the back. You get me? Because
really, did it just come from the keeper to Sesani?
And then I went to Van Rooyen. After Van Rooyen, it went to Mbata and then Mbata.
No,
Zeras
came from Sesani. Yeah,
Zeras.
Yeah, the ball game. I'm not too many sure about the many passes, but it came from Sesani.
Yeah, but then
it came from keeper
there were
to Sesani.
Few touches there.
Maybe before the keeper.
Yeah, there were a few touches. It wasn't a thing. It there were developments in the build-up, but then and then it ended up in the goal. Mahopa found himself alone, positioned well, and then he placed it well. Be the keeper, who's Ricardo Goss, he's a keeper, he's good at goalkeeping, but then the goal was beautiful.
Okay, right. But you might overlook this position, the position that Makaula has to play, right? This is a man that rarely makes a mistake in that game, and he always intercepts plays when needed.
He bullies them.
He's a very crucial player there.
Sure. Yeah, for me, the introduction of Makaula, I don't see a player who can do dirty work in the middle than him at Pirates. You get me? So he is very influential at that midfield at Pirates. Bata is more creative, defensive wise. He's not really fast, but then Makaula has pace. He's aggressive, very, very aggressive. You get me? And he can link the defense with the midfield, and then that's where Mbata and Tito can take it from. Okay, you get me?
Okay, right. And then when you look at the game, Orlando Pirates was all over Supersport United.
Sure.
That was just, in the first half, that was Orlando Pirates.
Gavin Nantejo, he must grow with football. The football has changed. You can't play the football that you were playing back then in 20. When did you win the league with Supersport? It was when?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but then so it was a thing already. The ball, find the root balls and everything, whereby even your players they're not really that comfortable with sky balls and everything, but then you are forcing to play that sky balls. When now it's time, you see you are failing, you want to put the ball down. That's not what you're giving your players in training. Obviously, in the game, you can't just start that in the game. You get me? Even though you could try individual brilliance, the only outstanding player that's coming at Supersport, it's Ndlovu. You get me? The midfield, Ndlovu. Yeah, it was him. You get me?
Okay, Ndlovu is playing a very crucial role there. Now he's playing is different from the player that we
even Vincent Pule, you can see Emmanuel is trying to give them something, but then each and every time they play a long ball and they're at the back. Only one player is at the front. When he turns with the ball and tries to make a square pass, there's no one in the box. So the long ball thing, I feel like he must change his style of play
and
because it's not working with the players he has.
with the quality. In fact, he has quality. You know, he has the likes of Pog and Pull. These are ball players. Right?
Sure.
Even his defense is capable of playing the ball from
Exactly.
the back. Okay, but you know this style of play of his makes it possible for Orlando Pirates to have the ball most of the time, and then when they lose it, they can get it quickly because now you're just gonna throw the ball and they're pressing you. So it is very possible for them to go to get the ball very quick, and they did that the whole day.
So it's a thing I feel like it must change.
Okay. Second half they come back, they're looking much better, you know. As for Supersport United, because around the 60th minute they decided they did say, well, this is not working. They changed, they start playing around, but it didn't really lead to anything.
Yeah, because you can't just start that in a game.
So it needs to start from training.
Yeah, it needs to start from training, the identity and everything. Like the instructions you give players and everything, like Joe. If there was a Bradley Robler, you know you can hold those long balls and everything, you get me? But then he's not there, so it's a thing, it doesn't work for them now. Maybe with the addition of players, since they signed Abubakar now, and I saw they're training there, even Villagazi. So you get me? Maybe with those players, something will come up. But then still, if they want to play the long ball thing,
it won't work. Villagazi was not that type of a player.
Exactly.
Zoli is not that type of a player. Nazir is definitely not that type of a player. So they are signing players that don't play their football, which is kind of weird. But okay, let's go on. Then we go on to the last minute of the game.
Sure.
Hoto scores a goal that, you know, most goalkeepers were gonna say.
No, Joe. Me, what I can say about Jose Rivero himself, that guy is a genius. Yeah, he might have flopped the thing, but then that was unexpected. You get me? Like, you can't say he benched Bomamang while he benched Bomamang. Yeah, who did he put in? It was Karim Kimvidi, also Rasevic. Those are quality players also, you get me? Just that Vele, they didn't really come up to the game. And then Magozi caught them off guard and they lost the game. But then they nearly came back, you get me? So it's a thing, Jose Rivero, Joe, if you can check Pirates, it's a thing, you don't know where Hoto is playing. Like they are transitioning always, like they are always switching and everything, and their game is a game of energy and everything.
It requires intensity.
It's a thing, even if like Hoto is out of position, he's not really out of position. That's the instruction of the coach. Because if Hoto is there, you see the guy who's here at the side of Hoto and everything. So that confuses the players and everything. Because if you could check where he scored Hoto, he was at the other side, not really at his position and everything.
Okay, but it was coming from this side.
Yeah.
It was coming from his side.
Yeah, but then
and then he scored.
You get me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, so now there's an introduction of Nkota. This is a teenage boy. Right?
Sure.
Playing very good football. What
no,
do you think of him?
me, Joe, as for me, yeah, he is a prospect. He is upcoming, you get me? Yeah, with game time and everything, it can be something. But then, like, us football fans in South Africa must stop this thing. We always put pressure in these youngsters and everything. Well, what I know about Jose Rivero, he's very good with these young players. You can see how he came with Relay and how he always protects Relay. He knows how to protect these young players. When you see Zurvele, there's this hype in this youngster and everything, and Leana is overdoing things because of the crowd and everything. Obviously, it's gonna put him outside and everything. You get me? But then, like, yeah, Nkota is a player who's upcoming, and like he can be very influential. The squad depth at Pirates, I mean, it's something to challenge for the league, and also could go somewhere in the Champions League.
Okay, I hear you. So right now, when they win that game, they go top of the log because Mamelodi Sundowns had a game in hand at the time. Mamelodi Sundowns plays their game, they win, they go back to the top of the log. Orlando Pirates is number 2, right? We are going Friday at 6 o'clock. I think 6 or 7:30. I'm not very sure. Yeah. They're playing against Amazulu. This is a team that is playing very not good, not at all. Sure. They just lost their game against and
they're still trying to find themselves also.
Yeah, and they've just signed 2 coaches. I mean, they just introduced 2 coaches, Arthur Zwane and the other one, what is his name?
Sumuzi,
yeah. Okay, yeah. The 2 and they are co-coaches. So it requires, some certain of combination. I'm trying to say them to click. I don't know what's the word for it, right?
Yeah.
But it's going to take time for them, and Orlando Pirates might take advantage of that.
No, the thing which will be a problem at Amazulu, you see Arthur Zwane's ego, like it's something, you get me? Like, if players come up, yeah, for him, yeah, it might be a game for him and everything. But then like his ego is must drop it and be like them. The co-coaches, right? Their style of football is very different. They must learn from each other and try to combine that into one thing. You get me? And build a team. A team like Amazulu, Joe, the squad there with a good coach, it can be Esukukune that we are saying. You get me? So it's not really that difficult to see Amazulu winning games and everything. You get me? So, but then like now, I feel like Pirates are very. If Vele like their aim now, since they lost the cup this early, Angara that thing already the shade we just on the MTN8 and everything. Surely now they can aim for the league.
Yeah,
they can aim for the
sure
league.
That's what they're going.
Because I don't think it's gonna be a thing. Okay, you're gonna just take the Nedbank Cup, of which it was their success last season.
Yeah,
they didn't
Two
win.
Cups, they didn't win the league. You know, yeah, I hear you. Right?
And they also lost the Black Label last year. Now they lost it also. Surely they want something in their cabinet.
Yes,
and not losing games is something that might come well to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the competition is very tough at PSL, right?
Yeah,
you have to keep up. If you don't keep up, you get left behind very early in the season.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so but what do you think of the game between Orlando Pirates and Amazulu? What do you think is going to happen between the two?
Nah, Joe, Amazulu, I feel like Vele if Vele like the coaches at Amazulu really do have that pure relationship with players and everything, and they do get the players and everything with individual brilliance, not really the style of play of the coaches and everything, but then with individual brilliance and the perfect lineup at Amazulu, like they can give Pirates a game. That's what I feel.
All right, but they can give Pirates a game. What are your predictions then? That's not very clear.
It's either the Pirates is taking it. Oh, where is Pirates playing?
I'm pretty sure this is away because Pirates have been playing so many home games. I'm not sure,
if it's away, I see a draw.
You see a draw.
Yeah.
If it's away. If it's home,
if it's home, if it's home, we are going.
Let's confirm.
If it's home, you goes Goding, goes Goding, Pirates is gonna take. Pirates don't lose at their home ground. Oh,
they did.
Well, they did now, but
they did too much.
But then it's rare.
Okay, it's rare to when they play their league games, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So it's a draw for Pirates if it's away, and
it's home. They're playing at home. Yeah, so it's done and dusted. Pirates are gonna win the game.
They're gonna win the game. Yeah. Right. Maybe the score.
The score maybe 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Okay. They're still gonna be challenging for the league. Pirates is going toe to toe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. We like to see it. For now,